Hello and welcome back to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a general tarot love reading for my Cancers. This is for Cancer in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. It is a general reading, not a private one, so please do take what does resonate. Anything I say that doesn't resonate for you, please leave it for somebody else. This is also a general, it's also a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it. We are all moving at different speeds on our timeline, so bearing in mind some of this could be future influence for you. You might want to bear in mind for the future. If you're new to the channel, then huge welcome. Thank you so much for trying me out. If you're a returning subscriber, then welcome. Thank you for being here and for your support to the channel. It means the world. So I'm going to be looking at what is coming towards you, primarily next in love, Cancer. If messages relating to anything else come through, I'll pass those on as well. Okay. For my Cancers, please. Oh, and if I didn't say it already, if anything I say in the reading resonates for you with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse them. That's absolutely fine. Sometimes the whole reading can be flipped. Maybe sometimes it's just parts. So, all right. What's coming towards my Cancers next in love, please? Thank you. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Ooh, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So straight off the bat, Cancer, this can talk about reaching a climax, reaching a... Imagine if you've been trying to like hold two things together for a very long time. There comes a point where you can get exhausted from, if those... Imagine if like you got a rope on either end, being pulled by horses that are trying. The horses are like pulling away, and you're trying your best to like hold the ends of those ropes and keep the situation together. At some point, that is going to get exhausting, and you're going to reach even the strongest person in the world is going to reach a breaking point where they can no longer hold two forces that are trying to go in their different directions. Trying to hold that together is what I'm getting. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this can... this is no longer waiting for either the go-ahead to do something or for someone to take action towards you. You know, this is like this waiting for a green light. With that Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who is procrastinating or hesitating, waiting for them to actually get their act together or make their mind up. Tell me more what's coming towards Cancer, please. We have the Star card, which is Aquarius's major arcana. Right, thank you. We have the World, good grief. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay. Temperance is at the bottom of the deck, which is Sagittarius' major arcana. There is a release here of what I've just been describing, but it does feel like a very calm, a release from a very calm place. Although I said about like there's this element of like, it's reached a limit of trying to hold a previous situation together. There's also this sense of calm and peace about maybe making a choice to go in a different direction. So maybe, for example, if you had been waiting, Cancer, to get the green light from a certain person, potentially, or, for them to take action towards you, or if this was even like a career goal or desire that you were waiting for the green light for you to be able to start a certain business, or, for you to be able to buy a home in a certain area, for example. Something significant that you were just trying to hold it all together, if you like, until that, the flag was dropped. Okay, go. I do see a release. It's almost like a release of your previous ideas, your expectations on the direction you were going to go in. And it feels like because you feel you're going to feel a very strong calling to actually go in a different direction, whether it's towards a different person, towards a different area of expertise, if we're talking about career, towards a different area globally, if we're talking about like living situation, whatever. it might even surprise you that you're being called to go in a different way, but it's going to feel very organically natural. It's coming also with that Temperance card. This is it's a peaceful choice. There's it's not being done out of anger, out of frustration. It's actually almost letting go. You know, the Temperance can talk about going with the flow. And sometimes we can put ourselves in a real tizzy by trying to, tizzy being an understatement, but like trying to go against the flow, you know, where things, there's just like delays and blockages, and like it can sometimes be the universe's way of saying, you know, sometimes things should be a little bit easier than we make them. If we're trying to like fight against the current because we've decided, no, I'm going upstream, there's this moment of like, I don't know what that was, but you know, it's like all right, I let go. I let go and let the current take me. But also, it's at the same time, there's the way with that release of trying to hold together, like trying to fight against things that are going in different directions. There is a very positive, like you're feeling guided, but in a very like excited way, inspired to start something new, completely new. Hope that made sense. Tell me more for Cancer, please. What does this relate to? What were they trying to hold out for in one way or another? Two of Swords. Someone or something who wouldn't make a decision. Something was up in the air. When that came out, the deck split, the Five of Cups and Death is there. Death is Scorpio's major arcana, but I mean, there's I asked what was this kind of like, what were we holding out for here? This is like the other shoe to drop or a decision to be made. Again, the Two of Swords can talk about a blockage, like a road being blocked off to you. So it could be but whatever this was a very sore spot of like constant disappointment that change wasn't happening in that situation. What was Cancer waiting for the change, for the breakthrough? Nine of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Maybe there's a delay here on maybe someone becoming single, potentially. Why the Nine of Pentacles? Knight of Swords with the King of Pentacles. So that's Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. It's like, okay, if this doesn't resonate, and don't worry about it, but for some of you, if this was talking about love, this is giving me like waiting for someone to become free and single to pursue something with you, for example, because this could have turned from like someone that you just cared about into turning into that you actually realized that feelings were established with that, were brewing or establishing themselves with that person. But it's like this person flip-flopped between what they wanted, whether they wanted to actually become independent from whatever they were connected to or not, because this Knight of Swords is like someone who changes their mind, and it's something to do with their finances, their could be career as well. I mean, this could also be waiting to become self-employed, for example. There's a strong like sense of hold up. I mean, with the Hanged Man, this also is like this endurance test of having to like go through this struggle. I mean, an endurance test would suggest it's not exactly easy when you're going through it. Holding together those two horses that I was describing, you know, trying to hold them from pulling away, it's not easy. It's not like this is a piece of cake. So I don't know if it could even have been you, Cancer. You were trying to get your liberation and maybe even set yourself up independently. from a business. Could be. All right, so tell me about this Star World Ace of Pentacles for Cancer, please. Tell me about this, please. I mean, for example, Cancer, this could be like you're trying so hard to gain your independence and set up a business on your own rather than waiting on progression in a corporation. But then there could be actually things are changing where the plans are changing, where you're actually being made an offer to join a new company, and it's the desire to be a solo agent is kind of, oh, it's not so much, maybe I don't need to do it. Maybe there's a company or a role here where I can have my own autonomy, but still do what I was wanting to do, being self-employed, if that makes sense. Tell me more about this Star World Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. We have the High Priestess. The Ace of Cups. Okay. Tell me more. The Ten of Cups. Why do I feel like there's this, well, another ace. I mean, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups here. And all this, like, happiness with the Ten of Cups. But why do I feel like there's a slight disappointment from you, Cancer, that you kind of, like, you're disappointed in yourself that this was the correct, or not correct, but the route for you all along? Why the High Priestess? Oh, okay. Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, I don't know if you were working so hard to make yourself independent from someone. If it's not for you, don't worry about it. But it's a message for someone that I mean, maybe this is somebody else here, Cancer, that they were trying so hard to be a solo agent from you. But there's this, like, they're almost disappointed with themselves that the fate is bringing them back around to have a new beginning with you. And they kind of knew that was going to happen when they walked away. So in some ways they wish that they hadn't walked away. They hadn't tried to do that, because now they're going to have a lot of... They're going to... This is such a weird energy I'm going through of, like, someone who knew that they were going to end up coming back around and wanting to start again. And now they're going to be on, like, the back foot because they walked away in the first place. So the other person's going to be pissed, basically. So now they've got their work cut out for them. I don't know if I like that, though. Like, if you don't want to come back, don't come back. I don't know what is going on here, Cancer. All right. Anything else about this? Queen of Cups came out on top of the Ten of Cups. That's water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Moon, the Hermit, and Temperance all came out together. That can be Pisces with the Moon, Virgo, and Sagittarius again. But that is a lot of soul searching. That's a lot of introspection. I mean, Hermit and Virgo. I mean, the Hermit and Moon came up in Virgo's reading, like, connected together. So you don't have to be dealing with a Virgo, but there's this strong, like, someone digging into the depths of themselves, there's a lot of healing work that's gone on here. There's a lot of work someone's been doing on themselves. There's a lot of realizations that are coming up from their depths of things that, you know, were hidden in the subconscious, messages that that they may have buried, things that they may have suppressed are coming up and becoming understandings and awareness with this combination. I mean, this could also all be you, Cancer. Of you knew this person was going to be back around to try and have a new start after they tried so hard to break away from you and be single. But it's like a sad. I knew this was going to happen. All right. Sorry, it's quite cold in my flat today. Let's get a couple of these. Cancer, please. What messages have we got for Cancer today? For their reading. Soul tie, I always feel connected to you. Neglected, I failed to give you what you need. Guilty, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. This came out in reverse. Reunion in reverse. We will always come back to each other. Mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. I don't know, Cancer. I've kind of getting that someone was very adamant that you guys would not reunite, and that was not part of their plan at all. I don't know if they have they've gone through this awakening from doing work on themselves, and they are coming back to try and have a new chapter with you, which you kind of knew would happen when they said adamantly that they were leaving, but that wasn't part of their plan. So maybe that's why they're also, that's what I was getting, that they're kind of sad that they're coming back for an attempt at a new beginning with you, because they were, their plan was to not look back, basically. But they were kind of fighting against the current. If the current with the soul tie was that you are still connected to Cancer, for example. But I mean, if you don't want to come back, then don't. Like, no one's again, you may feel destined, you know, there may be this sense of feeling drawn towards Cancer, but no one's got a gun to your head. Like, please, I don't know, only come back if you want to come back. That's what I want to say. Let's get some more. I always try and like start every reading with like, yeah, positive energy, and then sometimes I'm like, ugh. I mean, nothing against you, Cancer. It's just sometimes people. Okay, how is Cancer feeling about the person who's coming through in their reading? How is Cancer feeling? How's Cancer feeling? The Two of Cups and the Prince of Wands. The Ace of Swords in reverse with the Devil and Justice. It's Capricorn and Libra's major arcana. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck, which is Aries. What on earth? Okay, why is the Ace of Swords in reverse? The Emperor in reverse. Okay, Cancer, you're going to make it difficult for me. I mean, you feel the Justice and the Devil. This is almost like you're feeling like, yeah, you're coming back. Or, you know, we have unfinished karmic debts. It's unfinished business of you might feel like this person owes you still. If this doesn't resonate or if it's flipped, do your thing. Please flip it or don't worry about it. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse with the Emperor in reverse? Five of Wands. Okay, so you are feeling like there isn't a solution. There isn't a solution to conflict that you and this person have. You may also feel like this person is not necessarily honest about either some lack of success that they've had, the fact that they can't stand on their own 2 feet, the fact that, I mean, not fact, but like you feel like they're not being direct with you about their intentions to be responsible or to be reliable. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse? Just give me another one on that, please. Seven of Cups in reverse. What on earth? So Seven of Cups in reverse, I often see with the Ace of Swords upright, because this would talk about confusion, illusion, but that's often like, because it's in reverse, it's often paired with the Ace of Swords, because that's like the clarity that cuts through all the confusion and illusion. So there's okay, so you might feel, Cancer, like this person feels like they have the answer through their foggy confusion. Like they've had the bolt of light, they've had the realization, they've had the awakening. They didn't know what the hell they were doing, but now they've had the awakening. But you feel like, no, you haven't. Like they've actually got like a false realization of what the truth is. Like if normally we would say, oh, they've got the clarity, they've got the answer, but you're feeling like, no, you don't have the answer, because you're still not capable of being stepping into a divine masculine's energy. The Emperor in reverse is very controlling, can be like power hungry as well. Like they want to be an emperor purely for the fact that then they're in charge and everyone has to shut up and put up because they're the emperor. But in the reverse, I mean. So you feel like, okay, why is the Page of Wands here with the Two of Cups? Jeez. Six of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh. The bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You feel like, Cancer, this is kind of giving that you feel like this person is reckless, potentially. They do things without thinking their actions through. They are also acting as if everything is fine and we can just kiss and make up, basically, or just have some good makeup you know what I mean? And just forget what happened in the past. And just kind of, yeah, with this, it's very, let's just sweep this under the rug. We don't have to actually acknowledge the issues. Tell me why the Devil and the Justice card, please. You may feel like this person is... maybe they do have debts that they have, like they've got themselves into murky waters because of the kind of how they have chased money or chased monetary success. Like they've made a deal with the Devil. The Moon. You may feel like they are in some way getting what they deserve. Okay, oh my god. Let's get some oracles on this. Let's go this one. Tell me about what is coming towards Cancer next in love, please. Oh, it started so good. Give Give me some more messages. What is coming towards Cancer next? Swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Sipping and extra, nosy, spreading rumours, gossiping, dramatic, trying too hard, trying to start shiz, I guess. What was someone gossiping about? Sneaky link. Hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece, came out on top of sipping. So someone is gossiping about someone. Paranoid is at the bottom of the deck. Cautious, insecure, guarded. Someone's gossiping about... Oh, Cancer. For some of you, this is about you starting something new. And you, at the same time, you have someone else then trying to have a reunion with you, and you knew that they would do this when they walked away from you if you got into something with somebody else. So with this Ace of Swords, Emperor in reverse I was talking about, you feel like this person may be telling themselves that they have the clarity, but they don't. What they actually want is to try and claim you and stop you from being with somebody else, and they're not seeing that truth. It's especially with the Devil, Emperor in reverse, they could be very possessive and controlling. So you feel like they're actually not seeing things clearly as to their reasons for coming back towards you. Anything else from this deck? The Cancer, please. High Vibin and Machismo came out. High Vibin says good vibes, living to the fullest, enjoying the present, or enjoying the presence. And Machismo says masculine pride, toxic masculinity, which I don't actually... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't normally say that phrase, but I think in this it's kind of talking about the Emperor is the divine masculine, and in the reverse, definitely very toxic divine masculine energy. So it's almost with this combination that at the bottom of the deck is wine and dine, courtship, dating, romance, passion. Someone from the past, Cancer, maybe for some of you, someone that you're separated from, like could be someone you were married to who you're separated from, or pending divorce, who's coming back around. No, it's almost like neither of you had an intention to reunite and have a new beginning, but they're doing this because of their pride and ego, which they're not really aware that that's the reason they're doing it, but it's kind of like you feel like you're aware that they're doing it out of possessiveness. But that's what I'm getting of, like, if you don't want this, then don't come back. I'm not really sure that they do want this, but they don't want anybody else to have you either. That's what I'm getting. Jeez Louise. Let's get some of these. Well, I mean, it's almost like they wanted so hard to be independent of you as well. Or they were saying that they were trying so hard to gain their independence, but they weren't. This is like someone who's saying, "Oh, I'm just sorting, my flat for my new apartment that I'm going to move into. I'm sorting myself out so that I can be liberated of you," and it's like then them giving that up and wanting to start again, but they don't really. They just don't want you to start with somebody else. Anything you can tell me about how this person is feeling about Cancer? The other person who's coming through here, how are they feeling about Cancer? 8 of Cups. The bottom of the deck is the Chariot, underneath it is the Ace of Wands, and then the deck split, like I see the Ace of Cups as well. The Chariot is your major arcana, Cancer. That's why I made that noise, because they feel like you're walking away from them. In fact, you're moving at quite fast speed, maybe faster than they were expecting. This is almost like it would have been fine if they got into a new relationship first, but they weren't expecting you to get into a new relationship whilst they haven't, and so now they want to come back and, you know, piss on your leg and claim you. Sorry, like, I'm not just being weird. I mean, like a dog like pissing on something and being like, that's mine. So they feel like you are getting away from them much. It's almost also, sorry, I'm getting annoyed now. This Eight of Cups, it's like this person felt like they would be walking away and you'd be sat there like, please come back, you know? And in fact, your Chariot's moving at speed into an exciting new beginning of, one sec. Sorry, I had to pause there for a sec. In fact, you're in your Chariot moving at speed towards an exciting new beginning in love. So it was all fine and dandy. Them maybe even waiting for you to like make some effort to get them back. You know, with that Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles that came through way earlier. You know, maybe this was like waiting for you to change your mind, whilst in the meantime they'll make this kind of performative effort to become single from you. Okay, anything else about how this person is feeling about Cancer, please? The Empress came out. At the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Wow, oh my god, underneath the Emperor is the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. And then the Five of Cups underneath that, and the Two of Swords. It almost feels like, Cancer, like this could be someone that requested a separation from you. Like if you're married, they asked for, you know, the separation pending divorce, I think I said already. But the plan was that by doing that, it would create some sort of emotional response in you to either almost, like say if you were voicing your discomfort or not discomfort, you felt neglected, that card's already come out. You felt like you weren't happy, let's just put it. You weren't happy in how the relationship was going. It's almost like this person said, okay, well, let's do a separation then, you know. But it was almost, the plan was that by doing that, it would create this emotional response in you that you would be desperate for them to come back. And it would have almost put the fear in you to not complain about where you weren't happy in the relationship for the future, because you would have this fear of, oh, well, then they're going to leave me fully next time if I complain again, or if I voice my discomfort or unhappiness about how things are going. This feels manipulative, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, and this person feels like, in fact, you haven't responded the way that they thought that their emotional manipulation would get you to respond. So now you got this Emperor, but they are in the upright here, but basically everything in the deck is going to be upright until it comes out. But bearing in mind, you are seeing them as an Emperor in reverse who doesn't even know the reason that they are doing what they're doing. So they are coming through as the Emperor again. I mean, they may feel like they've made a bad play here, that they have ended up out in the cold, and they want, like, out in the cold from a long-term established relationship. They want to work on it. They're very regretful, and also now they feel like the choice may be out of their hands. I mean, F around and find out, frankly, is what I want to say to them, but... Anything from this deck for Cancer, please? An offer came out straight away. Wow. Hang on a minute. Someone's watching whether... Well, this person, obviously, not someone. This person is watching, Cancer, to see if you're accepting the invitation of a date or something from somebody else. Jackpot came out. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Tell me more for Cancer, please. Moves in silence came out on top of jackpots. And ego came out over on top of this person. It says hurt ego, obviously. Came out on top of mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. But this is what I'm talking about. This person was playing with fire here because it's like they were doing this to expect a reaction from you. And the fact that you might even be, you are, well, as far as you're concerned, you're single, they walked away. You're single, you're separated or whatever, you're not, they have left. So you are free and available to take up someone on their offer of a date. But they are, their ego is hurt by the fact that you would even do that. Tell me about jackpot, please. Okay. Child services came out. Kids at risk of being taken or is about to. Reporting something. Neglect, abuse. At the bottom, wow, the deck split to show creeping and happiness hater. Okay. It's definitely, if you have like children with this person, this Emperor in reverse, or anything, like even a pet with this person, is basically advising you that if you are getting like something is great happening for you, maybe with a new romantic partner or anything really that's happening that's really good for you in your life, Cancer. It's telling you to keep it to yourself and don't put it on social media. Don't make it the talk of the town so that it can get back to this person, because they will be so... They're not coming through as very nice energy, I have to be honest. And obviously this is someone that you were with at some point if this is resonating. So I'm not trying to insult them, but they are not coming through as a very nice person. This is someone who is childish. Like, no matter what happened between the two of you, if they now see that something is maybe good is happening for you since the two of you are apart, and it's not going to plan, they didn't emotionally manipulate you successfully. In fact, you're having like something really good being offered to you, whether it's romantic, whether it's a job opportunity or anything. Keep it to yourself, because this is someone who is angry that things have not gone to their little puppeteer childish plan. And if they see that you're having some sort of, they may do something to try and like report that if you have a child with them, for example, that the child is being neglected. If you have a pet, they're going to call, well, in the UK we have the RSPCA, but like, I don't know, the US version or global version of like Animal Protective Services or whatever. This is, so basically, Cancer, the message is this is someone watching what is going on with you since they walked away, because the plan was that you were going to want them back. You also had a feeling that they would try and come back, but at the same time you've got something new going on. Just keep it to yourself, that's all I'm saying, for the time being, because there's someone who's very, you're I guess the person that you might be separated from, or ex or something, is has a big ego, has ego issues, let's just say, is controlling, possessive, immature. I don't mean to like rag them out, but any other messages from this to finish up for Cancer, please? Any advice for Cancer? Any advice? Nightingale spirit came out in reverse. It says love is all around. But interestingly, this nightingale is sat on top of, like, it always reminds me of a, is it gramophone? You see what I mean? There's even like music notes coming out of it as well. So if love is all around, again, don't put it on blast, basically. At the bottom of the deck when that came out is the koala spirit, which spirit has a plan. Anything else for Cancer, please? Wow, okay. Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. And at the bottom of the deck, horse spirit, freedom is yours. Well, I mean, it could even be from what I was saying from the start about you could have been fighting to keep this relationship with this previous person together, Cancer. The release could have been whatever happened, like them walking away, but you kind of knew that they would kind of come back, and it was some sort of like power play. But from them doing that, it has also freed you to kind of go in a new direction of meeting someone else. What plays out next, however, with your freedom is some very unhealed, low vibrational behavior from whoever walked away from you, basically. So there's some caution to bear in mind there about keeping your business private, potentially, for the time being, with anyone new. Or it doesn't even have to be about romance. You get an exciting new job. I literally mean any good news. I know it sucks a little bit, but, you know, until it's so solidified that no one can or take revenge on you or screw it up or something in some way, just keep it to yourself and enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, you have pretty much got this person's number, I would say, about how you're feeling, that they are saying that they've got the clarity. They don't got shit, basically. They've got control issues. That's what I've got for you this time, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me. It means the world. It really helps the video and the channel. Subscribe if you'd like to. I'd love to have you. And if it did resonate at all, if you just want to say thank you, then leave me a comment. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.